Disgust. I'm starting to see what I truly am. I swore I'd change and do better, but I took every step backwards, ignorantly believing I was a victim, when in reality, I was a perpetrator. No longer can I hide in broken lies, and now I'm all alone again, left with my own selfish pity. This poem is about realizing how much you messed up after it is too late to try and fix your mistakes, being blinded by your own ego and not seeing how what you did hurt important people around you, even after you promised to fix your mistakes. Once the ego wears off and you're all alone again, it is that empty feeling inside of you that is filled with regret. Sometimes I still think about what I could have done differently. The pursuit of freedom. No matter how much I try or how much I want to, I will always have a limit to what I can do. If I understood myself and knew my place, maybe I wouldn't have any reason to dislike myself. In my ideal world, I would be able to live freely, to be able to say that I love what I love, be happy when I'm happy, and sad when I'm sad, and to not hurt anyone or be hurt by anyone. I am still chasing that dream of prosperity, and my desire will grow deeper every second. So when I look up to watch the shooting star, I will wish to feel it before I die. I wrote this inspired by Taichi Ichinose, a fictional character in the book The Blue Flag. Taichi deals with inferiority complexes and low self-esteem, which manifest into a complex defense mechanism of pushing others away to avoid confronting his own inadequacies. Regardless, my spin on it is about facing the flaws inside of yourself and how they have power over your feelings, and by that I mean letting them dictate everyday decisions. The focal point is about wanting to overcome these flaws and to be free from them. As for me, I'm not there yet, and I still think I have a long way to go, but that is something I am working towards long term, one day. Improper Burial. I've fallen inside this pit again. This time, it's much deeper. I'd wait for someone to reach out from above. I was waiting for that someone to be you. Even though I know that you're gone, and you never knew how I saw you. You seemed so perfect for me. If only I was given more time with you. This pit has now turned into my grave, and the flowers will grow on top. Yet I wait for the rose from you, which will probably never arrive. Wanting someone you can't have, a person, a dream, a title, whatever it may be, even if it seems like the shoe fits, it isn't meant for you. Letting it consume you to the point where you're losing yourself through these feelings of yearnfulness, waiting for it even though it will never happen. I don't really like this poem. I don't know, something about it rubs me the wrong way. But it's okay. Storybook. In the light of the sun, I'd walk alongside my mother on the trail to the tree on the hill, where she plants her flowers. I'll love you forever, she told me, holding red tulips, as we fell asleep together, right under the tree above us. That was 11 years ago, and today I walk by myself, on the same trail we once walked to the same hill we planted flowers. I'll love you forever, I'd say to my mother as she sleeps eternally under the tree on the hill. Inspired by Rosalina's storybook, where a young girl grieves the death of her mother after trying to bury her feelings. Grief cannot be erased, and you will never be able to replace someone you lost. But you can heal by carrying their memory within you and opening your heart to others the way they once did to you. I am not ready to face that day myself. It is why we stress the importance of taking the time that you have now and making the most of it, especially with others. Nothing is guaranteed in life unless we strive to make a difference. To my mother, when that day does come, I will allow your legacy to live inside of me eternally. I thank you for being a role model to me and for making me proud to be your son. Frostbite. The moon shines bright tonight. My tired body rests on the delicate snow, lying in the shape of a snow angel. The snow here weeps above the sky, and the howling winds of winter bury me deeper. My sadness holds a shape in this soft embrace, but my heart threatens to beat slower, succumbing to the cold. Yet I have no desire to leave this place. I think I might let myself die here. There is nothing wrong with finding comfort in sadness, The danger of staying in that place, however, is real. Using the imagery and setting of snow explains the feeling of coldness, both in literal physical terms and also in mental terms, with frostbite representing the downward mental spiral occurring when you're unable to get out of that headspace. You don't want to lose yourself. And then I have 2 more, but I think I'll just save them for another time. Those are my first 5 poems. Right now, I currently have 12 official poems that I have onto a Google Doc. And then I have 1 scrap poem that I just didn't like. I'm not gonna lie, while I was reading through one of these, I kind of want to scrap it too, but it's okay. I already wrote it in the book. Here is Disgust. The lighting's kind of weird. This one is The Pursuit of Freedom, one of my personal favorites. Improper Burial. Storybook, another one of my favorites. Might be my favorite overall. And Frostbite, another really good one. Overall, when I do write these poems, I tend to be in a sort of sad mood. I don't want to say sad mood, but maybe let's just say I'm in a thinking mood where I don't really know how to feel. So I kind of take, or I'm stuck. I want to say I'm stuck. Well, that's when I write. I write when I'm stuck. And so I take those thoughts and I jot them down into, first I jot them down into my notes app on my device, then onto a Google Doc, and then I write the explanation on that Google Doc because I think it's good to have explanations for what you write. And that's why this side is the explanation and then this side is the actual poem itself. And I think it's good down to jot down like what you're thinking in general, because otherwise I feel like it stays there. In a way, it kind of leaves your body, if that makes sense. Sorry. And the whole reason why I am just overall, I guess, recording myself like talking about my writings is also kind of what I was talking about earlier, letting it out. You know, I don't really have anyone to talk to in this moment. So my, I guess, solution to that would be talking to a screen instead and sharing it, I guess, even though I know that no one's probably gonna watch it. It's mainly for me, I guess. I find comfort in watching, you know, myself being able to freely talk about my feelings, because I struggle a lot with keeping my feelings in and I don't really know how to feel most of the time, or I don't know what I'm feeling exactly, or like if I should be feeling a certain way about something. So I guess in this moment right now, I kind of do know in a way, but this is mainly just also sharing my poetry, putting it out there. Is one of the very few things that I am actually good at, and I kid you not, all I do is write. So I think it's good for me to kind of, in a way, expand off of that already, you know, hobby that I have of mine. So that's all that I'm going to share today. That's the first 5. Like I said, I have 12, so I have a couple more. I have a couple more on the doc. I just got to fully write them inside my book that I have here. The end goal is to... Oh, the light turned off. That's okay. The end goal is to hopefully get this whole thing all filled out. We have a long way to go. Yeah, we have a super long way to go. That right there. But it's doable. So, yeah. There's that. Bye-bye.